Hello, my name is Aaron, and welcome back to the Retro Gaming Collective. I wanted to try and do something a little bit different today. I don't need to tell you all if you're watching this currently. The world is a little bit crazy right now. Over the last I guess most of the year, we have either been stuck in our homes or limited in what we can do. Um, so a lot of what I did is grow my game collection. So I wanted to take time to show you guys 10 of my favorite pickups. Now these are not going to be the most expensive pickups. They're not going to be, um, anything like that. It's just going to be games that I have either enjoyed or were attached to a cool memory over the last, 6, 7, 8 months, something like that. But I just wanted to, kind of talk about that with you. And I'm going to work my way from oldest games to the newest generations. So starting with Yoshi's Cookie. Now, um, I'm really excited that I was able to add some NES games to my collection. Now, Yoshi's Cookie is not a great game by any means. It's good. It's fine for what it is, but it's just cool for me to be able to add like a first party Nintendo game to my collection for the NES, because I haven't actually added any NES games in a really long time, so that was really cool for me. And that was part of a big lot that I had picked up. I've more than doubled my NES collection over the past, however many months. Now, second is the Adventures of Dr. Franken for the SNES. And for the same reason, like I haven't added a ton of video game or SNES games to my collection in a long time. But I was actually at a store called Yesterday's Fun in Bethany Beach, Delaware, which is where I'm in Delaware, but that's like the shore. It's like down by the beach. Um, and I found this, and I've actually really enjoyed it. It's a really hard game for me. I'm not super great at like side scrollers or anything like that, but it was really cool to try something new. I'd actually never even heard of this game, but I have been thoroughly enjoying it throughout quarantine. Now I'm going to show you the next two because they were part of the same deal. I have Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards, and Bomberman Hero. Now the reason that I picked these two games, my wife and I were fortunate enough to be able to go to Florida the end of July, early August. And we stopped in Daytona Beach, and I convinced her to let me do a little bit of game hunting one day when we had like some downtime. So we went to a little store called Omega Video Games in Daytona Beach, and I found these and a few other games. Now, for me, again, it's the same thing, like being able to add a Kirby game to my collection. One that I've wanted, one that I'd had my eye on eBay for a while, because I just don't find N64 games, any of these cartridge games out in the wild anymore. So the only way for me to do it is to sell a bunch of like Wii games that I found in thrift stores to then go to eBay to purchase a lot and then resell the ones that I already like have. So I actually was able to find these in the wild per se, but it was in a retro store. Now I'll also say this: there are not a ton of retro stores here in my area, so I have to be in thrift stores or on eBay pretty much. Next was, now some of these are not in great shape or anything because I haven't really cleaned them up, but I found this GameCube Star Wars Jedi Outcast Jedi Knight 2. I found this at a thrift store for $1.41. So for me, what's cool about this is, I've already had Jedi Knight 2 on another system, but the fact that it was a GameCube game and a Star Wars game out in the wild in a thrift store, you just don't see it often. I actually was just playing this a couple of nights ago with one of my friends. We ended up having a game night here at the game room, and this is one of the games that we selected. But it's really cool to have not only found a GameCube game, but a Star Wars game for as cheap as I did. And it was just a good find, and I'm excited. I actually got Enter the Matrix with it as well for $1.41 for GameCube, and that's, again, just super cool to be able to add a GameCube game. Now this one, this is probably my favorite find of all of quarantine. Reason being, I found, so I didn't get the whole thing, Conker's, Live and Reloaded. I didn't get the whole thing. I found another Wii game, but it had this disc in the back, and I was like, oh, I gotta get this. Ended up being like, I don't know, like a buck or two, and then I went on eBay and ordered this for 10. I think it was 9 or 10 bucks. So I ended up getting a complete Conker Live and Reloaded for, I don't know, like, 12, 13 bucks tops. But it's really cool because obviously I don't have Conker's Bad Fur Day. So this is a nice cheap way for me to be able to play that game. Because I'm just, I'm not going to spend the amount of money that Conker's Bad Fur Day is going for. And also, staying in the same mindset, Knight's Journey of Dreams. Now, I've always wanted Nights into Dreams for the Sega Saturn, but again, I am not going to pay that kind of money unless I find it out in the wild, which almost never happens. So just to be able to have a Knights game in my collection is pretty cool. I actually found this one. I think I found this at a thrift store for a couple of bucks. Not an expensive game by any means, but just a cool one to add to the list, to put on my shelves. Now this one was really cool because I actually did not find this one. This is Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games. And it's a really cool, because you don't see this color like Wii case very often. But my wife actually found this at a Goodwill and sent me a picture of it and was like, do you want this? And I was like, yes, I do. This is the exact kind of game that I want to add to my collection. So kudos to my wife for recognizing both Mario and Sonic and saying, I love you, husband. Do you want this? And I was like, yes. Yes, I do. This one is Mario Kart Wii. Again, not like a super crazy game or anything, not super expensive. But there's just something about this, adding a first-party Mario game to your collection. And actually, I'll just segue into the next one as well. Super Mario Galaxy. Both of these, I don't even remember what I paid for them or where I got them, but they're just both games that I'd always wanted to add to my Wii collection, and now I have them, so it's just, again, great to be able to add some first-party Mario games to the Wii. Because, one of the things that you find as a collector when you're going to thrift stores or Goodwills or things like that is you're going to find a lot of shovelware. So the Wii is, like, notorious for having these, like, crappy games that they put out. So again, to be able to find something decent out in the wild is pretty cool. Next, I have Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5. The reason that I'm picking this one is I'm currently playing through the series for the first time all the way. I had tried Kingdom Hearts 1 when I was a kid. Never did very well at it. I had tried it again maybe 5 years ago, and I got bored and moved along. But I'm right at the end now. For those of you who haven't played, spoilers. But I'm just in the what's it called, the end game, and I'm getting a little frustrated. I actually was just playing now, and I was getting beat by the big dude from Fantasia. Can't remember his name. So I decided to film this to cool off, and then I'm going to go back and try it again. But this has been really fun for me. I have it on. I've been playing it on the PS4 Pro in our bedroom when when I have some downtime, and it's been a lot of fun. And then final game that I want to talk about is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee for the Switch. This one's been really fun. Well, I haven't played this a ton, but my wife and I have been playing Pokemon Go together, and we were looking for more video games because she's not a gamer. But we were looking for more video games that we could play together, and we decided on trying Let's Go Eevee because of the compatibility with Pokemon Go. We've been super into it, catching Pokemon everywhere we go, really since we were in Daytona. And you can actually play this one 2-player now, so it's it's like a remake of the originals, like the red version, the blue version, yellow version, all of that, but a remake in like better graphics, and you can play it 2-player. It's compatible with the Pokemon Go, so it's just a a combination of all the things that like work for me at this, my wife and I, in this stage in our lives. So those are the top 10 finds that I found. Again, not the most expensive finds that I found, but the funnest finds for me, the ones that I've enjoyed the most throughout quarantine. So, as I leave you, you can follow me on Instagram at the Retro Gaming Collective. If you want to see some of my other finds, or if you have questions or you want to talk about this kind of stuff, you can leave a comment, message me, whatever you want to do. But thanks for checking this out. I hope you guys have also found some good finds. Have a good one.